Okay, guys, I'm so happy to do this summary because I have looked back at the videos and the pictures from August 1st.
Home run, touchdown, buzzer beater, do it all now, top corner talking home run, touchdown, buzzer.
And I have lots to share. So first of all, thank you guys so much for sticking around for the entire series. What we're going to do is get into the things that I've learned, the things that I've taken away, the things that I feel like I could improve on, and where we're going next. First of all, after looking at the pictures and the videos, the changes are subtle. So the goal of From the Core was to really start to engage the core. So my biggest takeaway for me always, whether I do pole or I do bodybuilding, if that's what we want to call it now, some form of fitness, is if I can engage my core. If my core is tight, my core is engaged, then I feel stronger. I feel like I can do a lot more. I can lift more on the pole. I can lift more in the gym. I can be more flexible and all the things. And I felt like in July, because I was enjoying myself and enjoying all the things, that I was kind of like letting my core strength slide a little bit. So in August, I wanted to do From the Core. So I wanted to get back to the core of my workouts, the core of my abdominal strength, the core of what I love about fitness. And I think I achieved all of those things. So just from looking at the pictures and videos solely comparing August 1st to now August the 30th, I can definitely see a difference, but it's small. So you guys leave a comment below and let me know if you notice a difference in my physique from these 30 days. But I definitely see that I've leaned out a little bit more and throughout my body, but definitely in my back area, you can tell I've leaned out. And actually, the scale has not really moved. Like this morning, I think I was 141 and some change. I don't remember what it was exactly. But in the beginning of August, I was probably about 142. I usually hover around that. So with a little bit of a pound difference here or there, you can kind of see that I'm a little tighter in some areas. One takeaway that I have definitely been reaffirmed in this last 30 days is the scale sometimes does not matter. My body has recomped in these 30 days with the scale kind of hovering in that same number. So the scale isn't always your friend when you are body recomping and when you are losing weight, because sometimes you may feel slimmer, but the scale may be up or the scale may not have moved, but your body is doing some things and it's moving in the right direction. So the scale is one big takeaway. Use it as a measure, but don't hold fast and steady to it consistently and all the time, because your body's probably making changes that you don't even know. Which brings me to the second part of that. Take pictures. Take tons of pictures. Do videos if you can, because I'm telling you, I have complained, like, why am I still doing this? Why am I pushing myself? There's no change. I don't feel any different. I don't see any difference. But just looking at these pictures and videos, I see that there is some difference. So, you know, I wanted to give up several times. And I'm like, I'm just tired. I don't feel like working out. I don't want to do that. I mean, I've complained to you all the time. I don't want to do it. I don't want to work out. But I went and I did it. But I noticed that it made a change. It made a difference. And the other thing with the picture that I'm looking at now, another thing is, I think I mentioned it earlier in the video, understanding your body and just knowing the trends. So I had a lot of salty food. So when I have salty food, my body becomes a little softer and it holds on to water. And I know when I train really, really heavy, I get inflamed and then I become really, really tired. And then I can't perform as well as I would like to on the next training day. So that brings me to the third one that's super important. What I learned is rest, rest, rest. Rest is so important. Rest will definitely get you through. When you're tired and you're overtrained, or you're tired and you've pushed yourself, make sure you schedule those rest days, because they will help to get you through and allow your body to recover, allow your body to recoup and regain some energy for the next training session. rest is good for your physical, but it's also good for your mental, because sometimes when you can't push in your workouts, sometimes it's mental. Sometimes your mind is just telling you it's time to chill. You got to sit down. You got to be still. So I think that was a really good thing that I learned too, because once I rested, I noticed that my body was like, all right, girl, we ready. Let's go. Let's go again. So I have more energy. I have more go-getter attitude and more positivity happening. And then I could push more in the gym. I could pull more on the pole. So rest is a really, really big one. And I think the last one, a last big takeaway that I learned from this, which takes us into September, is give it time. So this was only 30 days. And although I didn't stick to a very, very strict diet, and I may have fell off a few times with the pizza and cookies and cupcakes, but you have to give it time. So if you really want to have a flexible lifestyle, if you really want to allow your body to make changes gradually and you still be able to sustain and maintain it, give yourself time. So 30 days seems like a lot of days, and maybe I should have made a lot more progress, but I'm okay with the progress that I made because I was still able to eat tons of ice cream in the beginning, pizza, cheeseburgers, cupcakes, all the things, waffles, all the things that I love to eat. I was able to still eat all of that and then still snatch my waist and shrink my waist a few waist sizes. So I'm okay with the progress. I'm okay with the results. But now we're going to go into September and we're going to do some other things. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And you guys leave me a comment below. Let me know if you notice any difference at all in my physique in these last 30 days. And hopefully you guys have learned something or gained something from the core, from this series. This really was for me, but also for you guys to share in this journey with me, to learn about flexibility and the importance of your core and how it helps to stabilize your upper body and your lower body, but then also how to engage that. So I'm really glad that we had this series for the month of August, because it allowed me to reintroduce my body and my mind to my love of fitness, the reason why I like to maintain my health and fitness. And also it was a little bit of a mental check too, because I felt like I was kind of checking out on some things because I was just enjoying July. And I'm like, oh my gosh, have I become lazy? Like, do I just not want to work out anymore? No, I think it was my mind telling my body, it's okay to relax. It's okay to give yourself a month off. You've been working out over 10 years. It's okay to relax. But now it's time to get back in the game. We got to play. Come on, LeBron, let's go. So, I'm just so happy that we were able to do the series, and we have a new series starting in September. So hopefully you guys will join me on this new series. I'm really excited about it. And hopefully you have some good takeaways from this series as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Zipporah Iman, and I guess I will see you next time. Oh, by the way, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, because I really appreciate you and I'd love to have you join our family. Okay, now I'm really gone. Bye, guys.